Some of these kids doing all this shit, but they ain't had no discipline in their household, bro. Like, you feel me? That's why they, they treat their friends, you know what I'm saying, differently amongst other people, because they ain't had that father figure in their life to tell you, oh, this not good. The way you do this, son. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this, son. You got better opportunity in life to do this, something else, son. Don't do this, son. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop with the emotional shit, twin. I'm feel me, tight shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the video. Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Ty, man. We back in this bit, man. Another reaction video. In today's reaction video, we're gonna be reacting to inside a Florida SWAT team gang unit raid. Now, from the look of the title and the thumbnail of this video, I feel like it's gonna be a good reaction, bro. No cap. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all boys long because I wanna watch this one too. So I'm saying, without further ado, let's get into the video.
This is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the resident.
It's crazy.
Our objective is to go find people that are live on Instagram flexing with guns.
Once we can find out where they actually are, it's a good tool to go and pick them up. All right, it's go time.
Here we go, boys.
Inside of the residence! Come outside with your hands up!
They going crazy. Door down.
In the early 2020s, Jacksonville gang violence and drill rap got so notorious that some labeled Jacksonville as ground zero to one of the deadliest and most disrespectful rap beefs of all time. One that left over a dozen dead, including multiple little kids that were killed in drive-by shootings that missed their target. The two crews at the center of this feud were ATK, known as Ace's Top Killers, led by gangster rapper Young and Ace, and the 6 Block Gang, led by gangster rapper Fulio. Legend has it this beef originated at a 2015 Kodak Black concert after a declined handshake, led to a fistfight, led to a shootout where a toddler was injured, and a few days later led to a triple shooting. This rap conflict was documented in depth by YouTube greats Trap Lord Ross and Brandon Buckingham. Where we find ourselves today is a different era for Jacksonville. The extreme level of bloodshed and murder in the city led the police to fiercely crack down on violent gang activity. Today we ride around with Jacksonville's undercover gang unit, we see a SWAT team operation, we get an inside look at their evidence laboratory, and we spend many hours out in the field in order to study Jacksonville's approach to reducing gang violence. Folks, let's get to it.
Let's do it.
I know last year a lot of what we talked about is the numbers going down when it comes to the shootings and all, and the homicides. That's moved up a little bit, but here's why. We've had 2 people over the past 2 weeks that got arrested for murdering their mothers.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said...
Nigga, what? Of course he's Hispanic. Or mixed.
What?
This nigga like me, come on, bro. Your flesh and blood, bro. It's crazy, bro. But you also gotta think about it too. You don't know what people be going through type shit, but that still don't give you no right to, fire at your mother, bro. Like, nah, that's your mother, bro. She birthed you, bro. All 18 years, you feel me? Nah, it don't sit right with me, bro. That nigga should be in there for fucking life. Death penalty.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Says he killed his mother after an argument. The victim, Dulce Martinez, was found unresponsive in the apartment. And
it get that deep to a point. Y'all arguing, you gotta pull out a gun, bro. Nah, it never get that deep, bro. It never do, bro. It never do.
Later died at the hospital.
Former college basketball player accused of killing his mother in Jacksonville. Authorities were called to that gruesome scene Monday. Found 51-year-old Erica.
You a black man? Bro, you know better though, bro. Shit crazy, bro. These, man. Couldn't be me, bro.
Winford unresponsive.
And until y'all can start figuring out how to solve people, from killing their parents, or another one was shooting their boyfriend, or another one was a road rage incident, when we're now looking at those numbers of saying, yeah, you can't prevent those. But what we can do is prevent the ones that are out here we know that are on live, that are riding around with illegal guns, riding around with, illegal narcotics in their car. So obviously we've got some drug dogs we can call out on that.
I'm just making sure like my guys are where they need to be. Like if it's something big, like real crazy, I'll go help with that stuff to try to like bring it in. You're gonna be right in the thick of it, so just be prepared.
So if I heard this correctly, our objective is to go find people that are live on Instagram flexing with guns.
We find that they're prohibited or they're not allowed to possess guns, and they are posting with them and continuously flaunting on social media that they have them. And so once we can find out where they actually are, it's a good tool to go and pick them up.
To all my rapper friends out there, yes, you just heard right. If you go live on Instagram flexing a switch, or maybe you're a felon showing a gun, it is very possible that your local PD is on a disguised burner account that might look like this, and they are watching what you are doing.
That's crazy. Bro, I never knew that. That's crazy. Nah, even though, like, I don't be flexing guns and like that, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? But, God, bro, that's some real CIA spy shit, bro. That's crazy.
You know, I'm someone that's in the streets and I have a hot gun and I do something, I pass it to a friend who passes it to a friend. There's the book, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. This is more like the Brotherhood of the Traveling Gun.
Sure.
Is that something you guys experience where?
It's not unusual to have literally a casing hit to a gun and the gun has been coming back. So it can pass hands, but we're not DNA. We can't tell you that that was the same person.
So how often do you get into hot situations?
Throughout my career, I've found myself there frequently.
Do you think you'll make an arrest tonight?
If it's there and we can make it, we will. We don't force arrest, and we don't arrest for like petty minor stuff. This is to prevent and stop future violent crime, or try to prevent shootings, or people illegally possessing firearms and drug dealers and stuff like that.
So what we do, we call them GVI, the Group Violence Initiative. You'll have police officers doing police work, and all of a sudden we have a major incident that occur. We started our process then, and what we started working on is changing the mentality. The mentality is real simple of whenever you had that incident occur, the old way was to grab a bunch of officers, put them in one area of town and do what's called a scorched earth. That is just to go out to stop anybody that's moving. Unfortunately, the way we used to do it back then is to give everyone tickets, put everyone in jail for the most minor offenses, and all you're doing is fracturing the relationship with the community. So we wanted to change that, and especially under our sheriff, TK Waters. We don't want to fight with the community. We want to be a part of the community.
How long you been doing this?
8.5 years. Yeah. We help out that other team a lot because we have access to unmarked vehicles, and they have marked cars, so we can sit in different places where they can't, and people will still continue their criminal activity.
And you made a lot of high.
That was off topic, but I heard that they was making like police cars out of like scat packs and Hellcats and shit, bro. Like fast shit, bro. That's crazy to me though, bro. Like imagine you going on a high speed chase, right? Boom, you see a fucking Hellcat in a police car chasing you. You gonna look and feel like, oh yeah, I'm cooked. That nigga, nah, you not going no far, bro. He gonna chase you, hog your ass down, twin. It's just like, that's crazy, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Profile arrest.
I've been a part of some high profile arrests, yes, along with the rest of the gang unit. We work as a team.
Detective Nieder and his unit have played a major role in busting the gang members involved in the ATK and 6 block rap beef, including most recently arresting 5 guys in a connection to the Fulio murder, and also arresting the 6 block guys that while attempting to murder an ATK rival, they shot and killed a 7-year-old. Miguel, you ready to sprint if we need to today?
Bro, 7-year-old, bro.
Do you wish you had a concealed carry right now?
Crazy, bro. 7 years old, they get his full life. That's crazy.
All right, I'm set up looking straight down Cal John right here, Clay.
One of them's on an ankle monitor, either him or the one holding a gun. Then we can coordinate.
It's amazing that this is part of this is because of Instagram Live.
They know we watch too, but we have like burner accounts and people that watch. So
you guys can mimic it well. Like it'll be like long live JJ, like free so and so, free so and so, and like that's a picture of like a guy that We're getting units in place. There's gonna be unmarked guys. There's gonna be some marked police officers, and once everyone kind of descends upon the area, that's when we jump out and action starts.
So we're going to wait for the right time, and when we have enough people, we will make the tactical choice, and that's when we'll choose to move in.
When you pull them out of that environment and put them in some structure, like they're actually fun kids to be around and they have potential, but there's something about this environment that just all the cards are stacked in the wrong way and all the choices that are made.
You know what's right from wrong, so you have the choice to make those decisions or continue living the life that you live. All right, 2 of them are walking in the cut now. They just crossed over. Here comes the third. One's got like red shoes on, blue jeans, all black, and then there was another one. They should be coming out on the Thomas here in a second. 4th one and the 5th one and the 6th one are all crossing the road now, headed to Thomas.
Why not get them when they're on the move?
Don't want to waste our contact with them because then
watching
they're
you
just
like
gonna be more secretive
boy.
when they're outside like this and they can run anywhere. But if we can get them locked down into a residence and 10 of us go surround the house, they can't get out of the house. We're waiting on them to give us a reason to contact them. So we're waiting pretty much on the guns to show up. We'll give this until the sun goes down, and then or it starts getting a little hard to see, and then we'll call it and go and find something else to do.
There's 6 SWAT guys who are working overtime who are coming, and then we have 2 more marked cars and 1 more covert coming.
So right now they're just being scouted, basically. It sounds like they are conducting surveillance right now on them. We're waiting for other assets to get over here.
One of the other detectives that's working this case is actually working towards obtaining a search warrant for this residence.
How quick can a search warrant be granted?
You submit it, it goes to your supervisor for approval, and then it goes to a state attorney for approval, and then it goes to a judge for approval. And once the judge approves it, and it says approved on the computer system, it's as simple as just printing off a piece of paper.
The 2 that have been going live are both prohibited, I believe. One is a juvenile, I think one just turned adult. A judge is looking at arrest warrants for both of them right now for PFJD for both of their charges, and there's also a residential search warrant that's in the process of getting typed up.
The last I heard is the judge is looking at it, so I would imagine it gets signed within maybe like the next 10 to 15 minutes.
We spent the next 3 hours camped out in this car, waiting for both the suspects to go live on Instagram and flex their guns, and also for a judge to sign a search warrant of the suspected residents.
The judge has viewed all of them. He just hasn't signed them, and that's been close to an hour now.
He probably forgot to hit sign.
Correct, so we're trying to get a hold of the judge now.
What plays through your mind in this calm before the storm?
To do your job and do it effectively. Do what's necessary and do what you're trained to do.
They have warrants for PFJD currently that just got approved by a judge. They were at the house earlier today. Ankle monitor shows he's still at the house right now. Based on our intel, we believe that Dawn is still there too. We have 2 detectives on Wright Street right now. They'll link up with the 2 SWAT guys to get coverage on the rear. We'll give you guys a little bit to get set up on there. We're presuming that they're in the house right now just because of how cold it is outside.
Jesus Christ, they got a force assembled, huh?
Bro, these niggas wanted. Yo.
All right, it's go time.
Here we go, boys.
15 police plus SWAT.
All right.
Do you understand?
You're good. I got you now.
Let me see your hands.
I got you. I got you. You got down the side.
He went back inside.
Inside of the residence. You come outside with your hands up. Moving back. Moving back.
Residents of Calzone. This is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the residents. Come outside to the front door with your hands up and nothing in them and listen to the commands of the officer.
One at a time. One at a time.
Ma'am, stay right there.
Stop.
Ma'am, stay right there for me.
All right, ma'am, you first.
There's like 7 more. All right, lady in the front. Walk. Walk to us. Any weapons on you?
No, sir.
All right. Step back here. Step back here.
Why I gotta be in handcuffs, dude?
Keep walking. Keep walking.
What the hell to do with me?
Turn around. Turn around. Walk backwards. No weapons on you. Turn around. All right, walk back here.
All in this house.
We'll just line them up on this charger.
Trap for real. They could. There's more people in there. Got it, right?
Clear the house now. Last man done.
Search warrant. You got a tent back there.
We're at the scene. The search warrant has just been served. It appears all the occupants have been out. Most of them have been riot cuffed or handcuffed, and now they're trying to see if there's anyone else lingering in the house. It's an unsettling experience. I mean, we'll see what these guys are wanted for.
I will be scared for my life. Nigga, 15 plus police cars pull up to my crib. lights flat, bro. I would be scared for my life. Literally, bro. If this ever happened, God forbid, it would never happen. Like, come on, God forbid. But, bro, oh my God, bro, this is a crazy experience, gang. Like, bro, even though they probably did something wrong, I'm scared for these. God damn. Bro, that's crazy.
Or what's in the house. It's a pretty dramatic experience to be pulled out of your house at gunpoint. A lot of these guys are really young, and if they are guilty of something, they're looking at probably a lot of time. In a functioning society, you want your young men to be productive and happy and making moves and having kids and having families and having good professions. So just it's shitty seeing kids lined up and cuffed, and who knows what their next step is. The family chihuahua. Oh, you little poor thing.
We ain't do nothing, man. Oh, no,
I'm ready to go home, go to sleep, man. Talking about a crazy day that just happened.
Well, which one? Big dog's gotta eat.
Big dog's gotta eat, yeah.
What's he doing in Jacksonville, though?
I'm seeing what the day in these guys' life looks like.
That's crazy. I know exactly. Y'all be on TikTok. That's Tommy G, man.
Put crime scene tape right here and put one from that tree over there. And any of these cars that don't belong here, if they don't move them, we're gonna have to tow them. Because
do I need to take it?
I didn't realize you guys were gonna roll this deep. This is a caravan of cars.
You have your SWAT assets here, your gang unit assets, CPR, K9. So yeah, I mean, especially we didn't know. I don't think they knew that the house was going to be have so many occupants in it. So
behind me, there's a lot of people starting to gather right now. There's moms, parents showing up, concerned, upset, wondering what's going to happen. They want to see the warrant. They want to know what the charges are. And just with how the legal process works, from what I've learned, they're not always quick to release that information. Ma'am, what's going through your mind right now?
Is that my kids then got caught up with the wrong people. And I told them to keep them people from over here. Because I know my grandkids don't sell drugs. But it's the company that kids. My oldest grand is 19.
Okay.
My baby grand is 4. And her boyfriend is, I think he's 21. And I know he ain't selling drugs.
Are you here 24/7 with them?
No, I'm not. But
Okay.
listen, he's already on probation.
For what?
I don't know, but listen,
So-
it was the kids.
It's not that I'm doubting you. You got to remember, you're not here all day long, so you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, she don't know.
So how would you say the operation went?
Really good. We were out here working GVI, which is like looking for like guns and like violent people. And
goggles on the head.
Tasked with like helping them with certain things, so it's not like a full like SWAT call out or anything. But we were just tasked with like helping them apprehend the people that were in there. So they just call us to help call them out and get them into custody.
I'm gonna talk to the families, but what I will say to you is, nice mustache.
Thanks, man.
My God, I got you in 4K. Just dick riding.
I don't get that very often.
What's going through
this nigga glazing? Oh my God.
your mind right now?
I want to know where the search warrant is, first of all, because that's my house. I haven't been here in 2 months, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell is really going on.
Are you the landlord or do you live here?
That's my house that works. So I don't know nothing that's going on. And I haven't seen a search warrant, and I haven't talked to no one would tell me anything, so I'm just out.
Bro, how that's your house, or you supposed to be the landlord or something like that, and you don't know what's going on? What? Bro, that makes no sense. So you got a bunch of felonies and people who got search warrants on them in your house, and you have nothing. You don't know what's going on. Come on, bro. You gotta think, bro. Gotta think.
Out here in the blind with all my little cousins on the ground.
Look,
I met your chihuahua.
You did?
I gave him a few scratches.
Okay, thank you.
What's on your mind right now?
What's on my mind?
We trying to figure out what's going on.
What did they do?
Literally, like
Who y'all is? What y'all fake news?
You gotta think about it. Oh, she finna say fake news, people. Oh my God. You gotta think about it though, bro. Listen. I'm gonna say it from like a boy's perspective. Not on some crazy, you know what I'm saying, shit. But like, look, people, not men, but like boys and like that's doing like gang and shit like that. They probably don't tell their parents like what's going on, what's really going on. But like they know what's going on, so that they come over here all confused and like what's going on, but they really know what's going on. You feel me? Like you not just gonna have a whole bunch of police cars at your crib and shit like that. You come to thought like, oh, ain't nothing happening in the thread. Like, bro, you know something happened, bro. Like, let's be for real, bro. Like, come on, gang. You know something happened, bro. It's 1,000 police cars at your house. Or where your people's at? What? You know what's going on, bruh? Ain't no way.
News or something?
No, we're the real news.
Fucking house. It's my y'all let they mom talk.
Y'all ain't talking to nobody. Mama, y'all ain't talking to nobody. Daddy, how y'all feeling? Somebody put their hands on y'all. Mama, y'all ain't talking to nobody. Daddy, how y'all feeling? Somebody put their hands on y'all.
What? What is he talking about? Nah, he got the sad music playing in the background. Nah, he crazy.
They've been watching the house for a while.
But I'm saying, what they've been watching though? I don't even be outside.
Back and forth, the movement. Remember when I was saying, baby, y'all stop them from coming? Because y'all don't know what people doing out on the streets. And then when they bring it here, that's what the people assume it is. Whether it is or it ain't.
But you know where I just came from, bro.
That's what I was trying to say.
What's going through your mind right now? The officers allowed me to interview a couple of these guys so I could learn what was going on in their head. And remember, folks, these guys are innocent until proven guilty.
Shit, we order DoorDash, you feel me? We trying to eat. I come outside, I see a whole bunch of lights. I know the police lights, you feel me? So when I see them, I'm like, damn, I look like the police, you feel me? But our food come down the street, so I'm like, why I look like the police just turned too quick? I don't know what was going on when I seen them. I seen too many cars.
Were you expecting this tonight?
Man, hell no, I wasn't expecting this. I was in charge, man. I was on the way to the house for real.
You was just chilling. I just got
And I hear the dogs. I hear the dogs in the back barking. I see a bunch of flashlights and shit. So I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck to do right now.
I'm shocked. I ain't gonna lie, I'm shocked.
Do you have adrenaline flowing through you right now?
Right now?
I feel it in my legs. Are you jittery at all? Like,
no, when they first pulled up and we was on the ground, I mean, I was shaking, but I wasn't really too much. You feel me? I wasn't too much.
I guess I can just tell, like, here, Jacksonville is not the place to mess around. Like, I've been with these guys the last 3 days. If you're doing something, they're gonna be on you and on you quick.
Yeah, the Jacksonville shit ain't it, man.
Is this the first time anything like this has happened to you?
No, the same situation happened at the park. It's a park right there. Same situation.
And what happened after that?
It was me and my friend up there, and the police just blitzed out of nowhere. They just came from everywhere. We had nowhere to go, just like this situation.
How long ago was that?
December 26th, last year coming up. These same police officer, December 26th.
Did you do a jail time?
I mean, I was a jit then. I was 17, so I only had to do 21 days and 2 weeks on probation and go back and do 15 days.
It blows my mind to think the first time wasn't a wake-up call, though. Like, why was that not a wake-up call?
See, if you like that, like shit, you might have a wake-up call, but you falling.
Like you said, like Jacksonville, a crazy place. Like you'll wake up and see that shit every day.
How many of these would it take for it to be a wake-up call that, hey, I gotta think about something else for my life?
I mean, we really wasn't doing that, so I say we all really woke up to it, cause we wasn't doing nothing. We ain't have nothing on us. They just, I don't even know why I'm in handcuffs right now. They said I got a warrant. I don't know what warrant I got.
There's nothing sadder than to see a young man full of potential spending years, his best years of his life behind bars, where you could be doing so much.
You trying to do that shit.
Do you think about that?
Yeah, I think about that shit sometimes.
Think about it every day.
All the time, shit. Be real with you.
You don't want to be in jail.
Is there any message you'd want to send to a family member?
A message? I love you, sis. I love you, brother. And all my family and all the guys, I love y'all.
Take this as a wake-up call and do something important with your life. Do something positive with your life. Because life behind a cage is not.
Yeah, no, that shit how you miserable, all type of shit, bro.
That's for lions and.
Man, that shit really ain't for nobody, bro. That shit.
For nobody.
That shit how you going crazy, boy, for real though.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Congratulations, I'll be watching you.
I appreciate you, man. All right, fellas, any final thoughts?
Boy, I love Jacksonville. Free all the guys, man. Please, free all the guys. Like, free all the guys. I love y'all boys, man.
Long
live the guys, man. Long live Tyreek, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. How much would you attribute fatherlessness to some of the problems we're seeing in our community?
I think it's huge. You need an emotional side from a mother, and you need a dad who's going to be there to be a disciplinarian when time comes. And when that's missing, I'm saying that's usually what happens in a lot of cases where father's not there. With that, there's something missing. So young men usually try to fill that with something else. Maybe the family of a group of guys that he hangs with that are doing things they have no business doing. Not always the case. I know there's plenty of people that work here right now that grew up in very tough situations that are pillars of the community.
Hey, that's facts though, bro, because you got to think about it, man. You got to think about it, bro. So I'm saying this is second. You know what I'm saying? Do better, gang. It's not always about toting a gun or, you know what I'm saying, or hanging out with your boys and stuff like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need some true friends, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying y'all don't got true friends, this and that, third. I'm just saying you need some true friends, bro. Somebody gonna tell you what's right from wrong, or what you do about this, what you do about this. Somebody that can help you, you know what I'm saying? Because you gonna need help, bro. Life not easy, bro. Life shit hard, fam. No cap. This shit fucking tough. Shit is tough. And what was the police officer saying about the fathers and shit, bro? Like, bro, yes, bro. Some of these kids doing all this shit, but they ain't had no discipline in their household, bro. Like, you feel me? That's why they, they treat their friends, you know what I'm saying, differently amongst other people, because they ain't had that father figure in their life to tell you, oh, this not good. The way do this, son, you know what I'm saying? Don't do this, son. You got a better opportunity in life. Do this something else, son. Don't do this, son, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop with the emotional shit, twin. I'm feel me, tight shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the video.
Who do you think a gang has for a young man?
One of the things that we do in the gang unit, we also go out and talk to young kids. Before the internet, that conversation of snitches get stitches.
Okay.
Well, that's not true either, because guess what? The snitches come out anymore. They get it, because no matter what, when you're facing life in prison, but in order for me to only get 10 years in prison, I just got to tell what you did with me. They're all telling on each other, and we know that. And that's the education we're trying to get out to everyone, is not only to stop making that decision, because we're putting values on the wrong things.
You might be wondering what these guys were arrested for. A little later in this episode, we will head to the police evidence room to see what was confiscated during the raid. But for now, Detective Nieder takes us into the field to do some patrol work. Here's what we encountered.
They raided the house. Now they finna go search a neighborhood and find some people. Nah, it's crazy.
What if your smile could go from looking like this to this?
Nuvia's 24-hour process is...
How's it going? I'm Detective Nieder with the Sheriff's Office. You have your license on you? Hey, the couple reasons I stopped you is the stop sign's back here in the neighborhood. Make sure we come to a complete stop. And then your speed limit right here on 8th Street, it's 30 miles per hour. I had you at 45, all right?
This is just a pretty typical stop. Yeah, just looks like a lady trying to get home.
How many of these sorts of stops on average does it take to get like one where guns and other stuff pops?
It's really hard to tell, man. Like, even just some of the most, like, you want to say, like, routine stops have turned into be, something really good. The way I put it is, you cast a wide net. Sometimes you catch what you're not looking for.
No, ma'am, I know you're probably in a hurry to get home, but it's 30. Oh, it's all good. It's 30 on 8th, all right?
No problem.
All right, you be safe.
Basically, because you knew it was little, minor, if anything, quick, you're looking for big stuff.
Yeah, she was very, she was polite, raised any senses. She just got off work. I didn't know that. Pulling out of the school over here, and she just got done cleaning. So it just wasn't exactly what we would have been looking for tonight to try to hear violence.
There's a strong branch, I would say, on the left side of the political spectrum that say there's a systematic racism and that the police are there to put black people into the prison industrial complex. What would you say?
I will say this, from my experience over 30 years. The people that go to prison are supposed to go to prison. The people that get arrested are supposed to get arrested. And then I challenge people that say that, especially to my face, explain to me one system, one government system that's in place, that's put in place to keep black people downtrodden.
How much does rap beef play a part in the gang violence?
An absolute tremendous amount. The turf wars back in the day began with drugs and money. These days, you don't have to sell drugs whatsoever to go on YouTube and become a rap sensation. All I've got to do is start talking trash about you. And what do? I'm now going to come shoot at you, and then my guys are going to come shoot back, your guys are going to shoot back at me. And fortunately in Jacksonville, we don't have the traditional, like the Crips and the Bloods. We've got small sects of those, but we don't have the big groups. We have a lot of the younger ones, the hybrid groups.
How much does the rap world and the gang world intersect?
I feel that.
Most of these gangs do have a rapper that represents the group. Not every one of them do, but most of the gangs here in Jacksonville do.
Do you guys ever listen to their songs to get intel on them?
Yes.
Because will that tell you what kind of guns they have, what kind of people are in the crew?
Yeah, so
where they live, what they've done.
Yeah, so it'll help you document members and stuff along that line.
When rappers post a music video and say this is a prop, all these guns in the music video are props, does that save them from trouble?
No, not if they're not props. You can post a prop if you want to. I mean, we were one of the first ones in I think in the state that we started. I went to our state attorney, who's Melissa Nelson. I said, can we legally, if we can prove that these firearms are real, can we legally charge them for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and put them in prison for it? She says, I believe we can. Let's go for it. And we arrested probably 10 people. About 5 of them went to prison.
Some people say that drill rap is sort of a cancer and it's impacting cities all across the country. What's your take on it?
Don't get me started, because I got a playlist in my car of real rappers, real artists who knew how to produce, and they did more than mumble. They did more than talk about killing people. They talked about killing people with their lyrics, with their rhymes. Eric B. and Rakim, they were amazing. LL Cool J, one of the GOATs. I talk about him all the time. The new stuff is
J.
weird.
Cole.
I can't even listen to
Come on now. Drake. Come on now.
They're talking about real things that have impacted real families. To be that callous and that hard when you're talking about someone's life. If you don't care about people, I don't care about what your so-called art, and we're going to do everything that we can to get you off of our streets.
Okay, here's a scenario. I'm a rapper, I'm making a very cool music video, and I have a lot of guns in it, but I put at the beginning, this is a prop. Can you guys still get me for that?
Yes, we can. We can determine if that gun is an actual firearm or if it is a prop. So a lot of people do put in it is a prop. Sometimes they are props, but sometimes they're not. So we have ways of identifying those firearms that are in those videos to see if they really are.
Sir, how are you?
Not too bad.
All right, you know you gotta get some lights on your stuff, right?
I'm back home, brother.
All right. Where are you coming from tonight?
A buddy of mine off of Franklin.
All right, that was a long ride.
Yeah, I ride every day, though.
That's good, that's good. All right, no weapons in your backpack?
No, sir.
All right, I'm just gonna have you take it off and just set it off to the side. What you got bolt cutters for?
I mess with copper.
All right, I'm just gonna put this over here by my car.
Okay.
No weapons on you, right?
No, sir.
All right, I'm just gonna pat you down, all right?
All right. I got no weapons. I promise you, that's flashlight, no guns, no nothing.
Nothing in your bag, right? Do you mind if I look? Bottle rocket.
Yeah, that's about it.
What's up with this zipper?
Oh, it's kind of sort of messed up. You got to zip it to the side. It's just the zip tie's holding the top part.
You drugs?
Yes, sir, a little bit.
Drug of choice?
I do.
Be honest.
Ice.
Okay.
Whoa. What the hell is ice?
I'm taking your piece.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you need to get lights on your bike. I don't care if you got to go home and duct tape that flashlight to the front and to the back, but you came across Tallulah right there and all we saw was a reflector.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Now I'm going.
Ride safe.
Always.
Miguel put the camera by him and he's like, whoa.
Ice. What the hell is ice, though? Comment down below what the hell is ice. What is ice? I don't know what that is. Is that like cocaine or something?
Bernie Robinson, 4097. 487, my bad.
Bro, them lights scary.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Detective Neater with the Sheriff's Office. You got your license on you? Awesome, thank you. You just stay on Moncrief. Alright. You got any ID on you, sir?
I got a picture of you.
Alrighty. Hey, so the reason I'm stopping you is if you're in the front seat, they gotta have their seatbelts on, okay?
Oh, yes, sir.
Any weapons in the car, guys?
No, sir, yeah.
Alright, I feel you. Mind hopping out talking to me for a second? No weapons on you? No.
get up. I'm going to hop out real quick.
I got no underarms.
You good, man? Can I go in your pockets real quick? Alright. You got anything on you that's crazy, man? Anything stuffed in your pants or anything?
Nah, I just left the crib.
Come on back here with your partner. What's up, bro?
How you doing?
You have a medical marijuana card?
No, sir.
No, you smoke hemp products?
For who?
Hemp.
Hemp?
Yeah. If you don't know what it is, hopefully you don't smoke it, right?
No.
Alright, y'all just hang tight.
Officers smelled marijuana, so they began to search the car. They found that bitch in the back seat. God damn, backwoods and some other shit. God damn, it got him, man. Damn, that's like 8 bags. Damn.
What do I do for work?
I'm in school.
Where you go to school?
I just go to EDUB.
EDUB? What do you do at EDUB? Play sports?
Nah.
You know, just go to school. What about you, Mr.?
I was enrolled at Alabama State, but I'm back home right now for a situation they sent me home for.
Where to start work at?
Delivering appliances and installing them.
Oh, okay. Either one of y'all sell drugs for a living?
No, sir.
No. Y'all are good. Unfortunately, you're going to lose your marijuana tonight, but it's better than going to jail for it. So
I appreciate that.
Neither one of y'all are bad kids. Y'all don't have a record, so I appreciate it. Just be straight up honest with it, all right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody's not out here to hang me up over saying a little bit of weed, all right?
So they smooth police officers. They ain't gonna pull nobody over and take them to jail because they got marijuana on them. You know what I'm saying? They go take the shit and let them go by. You feel me? That's cool. That's smooth though. Smooth. That's why they.
Appreciate it.
Y'all be safe.
I'm gonna run to the property room real quick. It'll take us no time.
That's crazy. Ain't wait no
One of them been arrested for one
Everybody
time financial crimes charge. He completed all of his probation. Appeared to be a good kid. They both say they were enrolled in school. The other one never been arrested. I don't see where taking a young man to jail and starting his record of going down the wrong path is worth it at that point. This guy might have lost 60 bucks that he bought the weed for, but it's better than going to jail for sure.
Facts.
Where are we going right now? So we're going to the property room where you put all your evidence in at. Anytime you make an arrest, the evidence or anything that you would deem that would be part of your case that is going to benefit it would go in here. At this evidence processing center, the officers logged the weed and the meth pipes they confiscated, and we also got to see what evidence was collected in the raid that we saw at the beginning of the video. Allegedly, these were the firearms that were
Nigga, ARs, nigga, pistols, hella bullets, all that shit. You know,
discovered in the house. So a lot of cities in America are feeling the effects of gang violence, but we got to see a first-hand look of the guys that go boots on the ground and fight the gangs, fight the guys that are committing most of the violence in the city. And it was interesting to see it from this perspective. We spent a lot of time on this channel looking at it from the other perspective, and my goal is to get into everyone's shoes. I don't care if you're a blood, a billionaire, a cop, a Navy SEAL, everything in between. We go into your shoes and see what your life is like. But we got to see it from the law enforcement side. And Jacksonville, by the metrics, is clearly successful at what they're doing. So I learned a lot. I'm happy for the experience. Thank you to Vic for bringing us in, Sheriff TK, and all the guys that we got to work with today. It's been a pleasure. We learned a lot. Thank you, and see you next week.
Yo, Chad, that's crazy, bro. He went on a whole run with one police officer the whole day, bro. That's crazy, gang. They did a whole raid, arrested a couple people, but that's tough though, bro. Jacksonville be on it, bruh. Y'all boys be safe in that Jacksonville, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't keep doing that dumbass shit, bruh. Y'all tripping, bro, but hey, man, that's gonna do it for today's video, man. If y'all enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below where y'all boys from. I'm trying to see where y'all boys from and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and head up out of here, bro. I'll see y'all boys next video.